Why won't your orchid bloom? Or why do your flowers wither as soon as they open? I've received many questions about this. Today, I'll share a new fertilizer that helps orchids last longer, have thick, green leaves, strong roots, and consistently produce abundant blooms. With proper application, you'll see a noticeable difference in a short time. First, it is necessary to prune and remove all damaged and rotten roots to prevent disease, and allow the plant to focus on nourishing healthy roots. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you as a companion on this journey. Dry, decaying roots like these are ideal breeding grounds for mold, so they need to be removed before infection occurs. Next, add pine bark to the growing medium to stabilize the roots, improve aeration, and protect them, helping the orchid grow sustainably and facilitating flowering. These pine bark substrates need to be sterilized with potassium permanganate solution or baking soda to eliminate any hidden mold, helping the plants to thrive. Besides English, we now have voiceovers in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on the settings gear icon to select the appropriate audio language. Once that's done, we'll move on to the next step in the care process. Next, we use a pot to hold the water after watering. Then, we water the plant with clean water about 15 minutes beforehand to moisten the growing medium, reactivate the root system, and awaken the dormant cells. Once the roots are activated and ready to function, subsequent care and fertilization will be more effective and safe for the orchid. Next, place the plant in the garden to continue caring for the other plants. Continue to bring the orchids out of the garden to inspect and treat all damaged, old, or weakened roots. For healthy orchids with strong, dense root systems like this one, pruning requires more meticulousness and care, separating each root individually to accurately identify damaged, rotten, or inactive roots. Thoroughly removing damaged roots not only helps the root system breathe but also minimizes the risk of mold and bacterial disease. This allows the orchid to concentrate nutrients on healthy roots, maintaining stable growth and sustainable development, resulting in healthy flowers. Next, we add more pine bark to create an airy, well-draining substrate that retains just the right amount of moisture, helping the orchid roots to firmly anchor and grow healthily. Continue watering the base and root area with clean water. Then let the plant rest for about 15 minutes to reactivate root activity and help the plant fully wake up. Once the roots are ready to absorb nutrients, care and fertilization will be more effective. Afterwards, set the plant aside and move on to the next step, preparing natural fertilizer to nourish the orchid. To make your own fertilizer, first prepare a clean jar. Next, use coffee grounds, a source of many micronutrients, and it also inhibits fungus and stimulates orchid growth. Add about a teaspoon of coffee grounds to the jar. Then pour in 500 milliliters of boiling water. Hot water helps release the nutrients in the coffee grounds more quickly. Next, stir well to dissolve the coffee in the water. Then cover tightly and let it steep for about an hour so that the vitamins and nutrients are fully extracted, creating a natural fertilizer solution suitable for orchid care. The next ingredient is banana, a very good source of nutrients for orchids. Bananas are a miracle cure for orchids, stimulating strong root stem and leaf growth thanks to their richness in vitamins, potassium, and minerals. Cut the bananas into thin slices or small pieces to facilitate the extraction of nutrients in the subsequent processing steps. Which country are you watching this video from? Let me know in the comments. It's wonderful that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. Using a clean jar with a tight-fitting lid, place all the sliced bananas inside. This is also a common way to make banana GE-generated energy drink for orchid care. Next, pour about 500 milliliters of hot water into the jar to help release the nutrients in the banana. Then, close the lid and let it sit for about an hour, allowing the vitamins and minerals to be fully extracted, creating a mildly fermented natural nutrient solution suitable for orchid care. After soaking for 15 minutes, carefully observe the water draining from the bottom of the pot. If the water is clear and clean, it indicates that the growing medium is still good. The roots are well ventilated and the plant's ability to absorb nutrients is ideal, leading to more effective subsequent care. Conversely, if the water is cloudy, it indicates that the growing medium is dirty, containing old fertilizer residue or pathogens. In this case, the effectiveness of care will be significantly reduced, and adjustments to watering, fertilizing, and care frequency are necessary to avoid further weakening the plant. After about an hour of incubation, the nutrients in the coffee water have completely dissolved. Stir the solution well before using it as fertilizer. Next, prepare a clean container and filter out all the coffee grounds and residue. This will yield a nutrient-rich, safe coffee solution suitable for use in caring for and restoring orchid plants. Next, prepare a clean cup and pour in the filtered coffee nutrient solution. Then, use a soft cotton ball to soak up the solution, gently wringing it out until it's only damp. Wipe the entire orchid leaf evenly. Wipe the upper surface of the leaf. This action removes accumulated dust and dirt, allowing the leaf surface to breathe and increasing photosynthesis efficiency. Wipe the underside of the leaf more thoroughly to completely remove mold, fungal growth, and any remaining dirt, which are often breeding grounds for pathogens and small insects. For leaves with black spots caused by insect damage, wiping with the nutrient solution will help the wound dry quickly and support the leaf tissue recovery process. This care method should be performed regularly, about every 2 weeks. When orchid leaves are always clean and glossy green, the plant will photosynthesize strongly, metabolize efficiently, and grow exceptionally well. Continue wiping both sides of the leaves thoroughly until they are completely clean, the top surface free of dust, and the underside free of mold or insects. Once this is achieved, the orchid will grow strong, sturdy, and recover very quickly. Then, set the plant aside and move on to the next care step. After about an hour of incubation, the nutrients in the banana water have been released and slightly fermented. At this point, filter the clear liquid and add it to the previously prepared coffee solution, creating a liquid fertilizer mixture for orchid care.
Như vậy.
Next, add about 1,000 milliliters of clean water to dilute the solution, reducing the concentration, minimizing nutrient shock, and ensuring safe and effective absorption by the orchid during care. The nutrient solution extracted from bananas and coffee, after being thoroughly mixed, forms a clear, ready-to-use mixture. Prepare a clean spray bottle and pour the entire filtered solution into it. Once the solution is ready, spray it directly onto the orchid to provide nutrients and support rapid and effective fungal resistance. This foliar fertilization method helps clean the upper surface of the leaves of dust and remove mold from the underside, while stimulating the stomata to open fully, allowing the plant to absorb nutrients more effectively and transport them back down to the root system. As a result, the orchid's growth is accelerated and the recovery process is noticeable. The leaves turn a deep green, the leaf surface is clean and airy, significantly increasing photosynthesis. The best time to spray is in the morning, when the plant absorbs nutrients well and the leaf surface can dry naturally. Maintaining this process every 2 weeks will help the orchid plant have bright, healthy leaves with thick, prominent veins. At the same time, the root system, new shoots, and flower stalks will develop strongly. Next, prepare a specialized watering can and fill it with the entire solution of nutrient solution. Then, water the base of each orchid pot directly, allowing the roots to actively absorb nutrients, promoting stable and sustainable plant growth. Directly water the entire root system and growing medium with the nutrient solution. Watering directly onto the growing medium and roots aims to create sufficient moisture for the roots to absorb nutrients, then pump them back up from the roots to the stem and leaves. After watering, soak the entire orchid pot in the nutrient solution for about 20 minutes. This soak-in time helps the nutrients penetrate deeply and evenly into the root system and growing medium, ensuring the roots absorb nutrients fully and consistently. When the root system is fully energized from below, the orchid will show noticeable growth and vigorous development. With this care routine, if maintained regularly every 2 weeks, the orchid will grow exceptionally well, strong roots, thick and long-lasting green leaves, and especially the ability to form many healthy flower buds and produce beautiful long-lasting flowers. During the care process, all nutrients are concentrated in the roots and growing medium, avoiding waterlogging in the middle of the stem. With this method, fertilizing every 2 weeks is sufficient. In the next step, about 20 minutes after spraying and watering, use a soft cotton towel to absorb and dry all the remaining wet leaves. Pay special attention to areas where water and nutrients tend to accumulate, such as leaf axils, leaf buds, and the tips of the shoots, as these are very susceptible to fungal diseases. Wiping away all excess water and fertilizer from the orchid leaves is a mandatory technical step. If leaves retain a lot of nutrients, the damp environment will create conditions for mold to grow very quickly, directly harming the leaf tissue and the plant's apicamera. Therefore, this drying step plays an extremely important role in the entire care process. Continue wiping both the upper and lower surfaces of the leaves, leaf axils, and leaf buds, ensuring that no excess water remains. When this step is performed correctly and completely, the risk of fungal diseases on the orchid will be minimized. Next, lift the orchid plant out into the garden and place it in a well-ventilated area with gentle breezes and abundant diffused light. At this stage, when the leaves are clean, dry, and well ventilated, the plant will photosynthesize and metabolize more vigorously. After 28 days of following the correct procedure, our orchid has recovered and is growing very healthily. First, regarding the leaves and roots. The leaves previously affected by mold have completely dried up, eliminating the conditions for further disease development. The new and remaining leaves have turned a vibrant green, lush and glossy, clearly showing that the plant is stable and absorbing nutrients well. Regarding the root system, many new roots have emerged, with healthy green tips, growing vigorously and even creeping towards the rim of the pot, a characteristic sign of a vigorous orchid. In particular, flower stalks have begun to appear simultaneously, with numerous flower spikes, and many plants developing two strong flower stalks at the same time. The flower stalks are thick, long, well-branched, and bear many evenly spaced and beautiful buds, indicating that the plant has sufficient strength and nutrients to nourish the flowers. Not only that, some plants also produce offshoots, and remarkably, these offshoots grow very vigorously, even forming strong flower stalks, demonstrating the overall good growth of the mother plant. With proper, regular, and nutrient-rich care, the orchid will quickly stabilize, develop a strong root system, have glossy green leaves, thick leaf blades, and continuously form new flower stalks. Many plants almost maintain two flower stalks developing simultaneously. The orchid leaves are clearly visible, turning a deep green with a healthy, glossy surface and entering a vigorous growth phase. Simultaneously, the plant continuously forms many new flower stalks, with some plants even developing almost two stalks at the same time. With proper, meticulous, and dedicated care, the orchid will bloom quickly, healthily, and maintain a stable flowering capacity. With proper care, correct techniques, and meticulous monitoring at each stage, our orchid has achieved very impressive growth. First, the flowers show a significant improvement. The color is brighter, the hue is richer, the petals are thicker and firmer, indicating that the plant has enough strength and nutrients to sustain beautiful, long-lasting blooms. Regarding the root system, the roots are developing healthily and evenly, with new root tips continuously forming. The root tips are green and firmly attached to the substrate. As for the flower stalk, the plant has begun to produce clear buds. The stalk is thick, upright, and well-branched, ready to enter the next flowering stage. Thanks to dedicated care and the application of the right methods, orchid plants not only thrive in the present but also have the ability to produce consistent, beautiful, and long-lasting blooms, providing high aesthetic value and long-term stability for growers. What do you think of my method of caring for this orchid? Don't hesitate to leave a comment and share your thoughts. I really want to hear your feedback and experiences. Every share from you is a valuable source of motivation that helps us learn and love plants more every day. I hope this video helps you better care for your orchids at home. If you find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more simple and natural orchid care tips.